Welcome back, guys, to another video game pickup video. Few things before we get into the stuff I've collected over the last month or two. A few months ago in November, I was telling you guys that I'd be gone from the channel for a little bit because I needed to have an extra tooth removed from my mouth. And I was blocking a tooth in the front that has a cavity in it. And November 22nd, I went in for a preliminary, diagnostic or whatever. Diagnosis. Not diagnosis, but whatever. They took x-rays. Even though they already had x-rays from the dentist, they took more. And they said, okay, well, we'll call you as soon as we hear from the insurance companies and set up the appointment so you can get this tooth removed. Well, I never heard anything. I called back a week later, nothing. Called back 2 weeks after that, and all I kept hearing was, we haven't heard back from the insurance companies. So now we're where we're at. We're in the end of January, and I decided to give the dentist a call because the tooth that has a cavity in it, which is blocked by the extra tooth, is now starting to hurt. So I decided, okay, we got to figure this out. It's too late. I'm going to have to get both removed, most likely. So I call the dentist one more time, or the oral surgeon. And again, they're telling me they haven't heard anything from the insurance companies, which to me made absolutely no sense. So I have two dental insurances, one on my own, one through work. So I call the work one first, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. And they're my secondary insurance. And basically what they said was, well, we can't do anything until the first insurance company does whatever they're going to do. So that's the one I have on my own. It's called Stride. It's through Stride. It's actually called Renaissance Dental. So I call up Renaissance Dental and I say, hey, I tell them the story, how I was supposed to have this tooth removed. And they said to me, well, yeah, everything's approved. I said, well, if everything's approved, why doesn't the oral surgeon have the approval? And the guy says, well, I have no idea. So I get all three on the phone on a three-way call. First three-way call, by the way, I've ever done in my life. If I hadn't gotten directions from the Renaissance Dental guy, I would never have known how to do that. That's how, old I am now at 40, even though it's been a while. The three-way call's been out for decades, but anyway. I get them both on the phone, and both of them go at it. The oral surgeon, the Renaissance Dental insurance guy, and the oral surgeon says, we need the approval. And the guy says, I just gave you the approval. And the surgeon says, no, we need it in writing. And the guy says, I've never done that before. And the surgeon says, well, every insurance company sends an approval in writing. So the long and short of it, folks, for the last 2.5 months, I shouldn't say 2 months and 1 week, for the last 9 weeks, I could have easily had that tooth removed. But if it wasn't for the insurance guy not doing what he was supposed to do, which is send the oral surgeon a written approval, now here we are. So this Monday, I believe it'll be the 5th of February, I'm going to have the extra tooth removed, which means this will be the last video I post for a pretty good while, only because I'm not going to be able to talk for at least 3 or 4 days. Then I have to go back to work. I then have to go to the dentist a week from Monday. This will be the 12th, the actual dentist, so they can take a look at the tooth that was being blocked. I imagine it's not savable, so I'm going to have to probably go back to the oral surgeon and have them remove that tooth. And then I have when that happens, whenever that's scheduled for, I'm going to see if there's a way that, I'm going to pay for it, obviously, but there's a way they can put a fake tooth in. That way it doesn't look like I have a gaping hole in my mouth. So it's going to be a little bit of a hiatus on this channel, unfortunately. Maybe in between the tooth pullings, I can do a couple videos, but just bear with me, guys, until I can get back to normal here. So that's story number 1. Story number 2. I finally tried Lies of P. And everyone says it's a Souls-like game. Well, I've never played Demon Souls, even though I have it. I've never played, what's the other one? Dark Souls, even though I have it. I'm not good at this game. I'm not good. I usually can play a lot of games, but this isn't one of them. For those of you who might have played Lies of P, I got to the second area where I have to find Geppetto in the streets, it begins with an E, I forget it, Elysium maybe, I forget what it's called, the corridor to find Geppetto. Well, I couldn't find him because I couldn't get past a few of the guys. Now, watching somebody play the game on YouTube, I know what I was doing wrong. I had the right idea. I tried to go to every Stargazer and upgrade myself with the Ergo I got, but it won't let me upgrade. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why wouldn't it? It's because I have to go back to Hotel Krat and talk with What's-Her-Face and have her upgrade me. And so I went back to Hotel Krat on my own with my own thinking, but I completely forgot that I had to go to her to get upgraded. So at that point, I was like, you know what, I'm done. This isn't for me. The game looks like it's amazing. Everyone has rave reviews of it, but I'm not that good. Watching the gameplay, and I'm about 4 hours in. This guy has like 2 million subs on YouTube. I forget the guy's YouTube name, but he does a lot of long plays. He died probably 1 million times because the entire game he was able to edit down to 12 hours, and he has collected everything and gotten all the hidden stuff. So I imagine he's died plenty to be able to get it down to just 12 hours. But the gameplay, I think I could learn to do. It's everything else that I probably wouldn't have the patience for. And that's upgrading my weapons and upgrading this and finding that and being able to figure out, okay, what piece goes where if I want to build a weapon. I'm not really into those kind of games. It's different with like a Kingdom Hearts where I've played the game series for so long that I know what I have to do to upgrade, or Assassin's Creed where even though you have your own choice of what you want to upgrade, it's very basic, very simple, and it is still linear in a sense, because when you eventually collect everything you need to collect, you'll have maxed out your upgrades and everything else. That's a bit different than this game. So I'm going to put Lies of P away, and maybe one day I'll get back to it, but I highly doubt it, because as you see right here, we have Tekken 8. Tekken 8 came out a week ago. I finally, if you saw the unboxing video, I finally got this. It should have been released January 26th to me. Got it a week later. So I have this to play. And the other thing I have to play is this. And this just came out. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. So I have the PS4 version, I have the Switch version, and I also have the PS5 version as well. So let's dive into the Prince of Persia game here. Let's see if they're all the same. On the back, I believe they are. Yeah, so we'll just do the PS5 here. Okay, let me zoom out a little. So, restore the world's balance. Live the epic adventure of Sargon in his quest to save Persia. Master time powers. Explore a time-corrupted realm. Defeat mythological creatures. I played the playable demo of this on my other YouTube channel. And from videos that I saw of this game, I said to myself, I don't know if I'm going to like this. It's a Metroidvania kind of game where you have to backtrack and go here and go there and try to figure out exactly where you need to be. It seems to me that when you leave an area and you go back to that area, the guys are still alive. They regenerate, which I'm not a fan of. However, playing the game, and there were a lot of platforming jumps in the demo I saw that Ubisoft released, where I said to myself, I don't think I'm going to like this. I don't think this is my kind of game. So I played the actual demo. It took about an hour for me to complete the demo. And I have to say, although I'm not a fan of it, it's not as bad as I thought. And so since I've played every Prince of Persia game, with the exception of Prince of Persia 2 for the Super Nintendo, and I've beaten them all, most notably the trilogy on the PS2, the Xbox 360/PS3 Prince of Persia reboot that I liked. A lot of people did not, but I liked it. And then they went back to the original Prince of Persia guy from the trilogy, and I think it's the Sands of Time. I think, or Sands of Time might have been the first in the trilogy. I forget what it was right around when the movie came out. They came out with the fourth game starring that original prince in the trilogy prince, I should say. And then we haven't seen the Prince of Persia since. And this is the first Prince of Persia game released since that one, which is, I think, I want to say 2009. Could even been 2011. That's how long it's been since Prince of Persia game came out. And as you may not know, the Assassin's Creed series was supposed to be a Prince of Persia game. And then Prince of Persia, it got away from Prince of Persia into its own thing, which then became Assassin's Creed. And even when Assassin's Creed was out, Ubisoft had, and there are snippets of this online, a little demo of a 3D Prince of Persia updated game, but that got scrapped. And then they said they were going to release a re-release of the Prince of Persia, not a re-release, but an updated version of the Sands of Time. An age, whatever you want to call it. Can't think of the word. What would be the word here? When you update the graphics, and I can't think of the word right now, but you update the graphics, you update everything. But that got scrapped. It's been delayed. Now, supposedly, there's rumors that it's actually almost done. So not only did we get this Prince of Persia game, but we still may receive the Prince of Persia remake. There we go. Why couldn't I think of that word? But the Prince of Persia remake, The Sands of Time. So we'll see. But I will be playing this next, followed by Tekken 8, and then I believe I have Assassin's Creed Red Japan, whatever you want to call it. It's coming out in November of this year, so that'll be another giant game that I'm going to have to play this year. And in March, next month, the new South Park Snow Days game comes out. So I'll be playing that as well, and I've already pre-ordered the collector's edition. It sold out so fast on any major retailer, the collector's edition, that I literally had to spend an extra $100 and buy it off eBay. But that's what you got to do when you're a collector like myself. So we have Tekken 8, the collector's edition. We have the Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown, for all three systems here. Next up, these finally came in. I was waiting a million years. As we all know, limited run takes forever when they want to ship you your games. But I finally have these that came in for the PS4 and the Switch. We have Anniversary Collection Arcade Classics from Konami. And on the back, I believe they're the same thing. It says, "It all began here." Konami starts its 50th anniversary celebration with this first installment of the Anniversary Collection series featuring all-time classics. This collection includes 8 arcade masterpieces of the 80s. Experience these Konami classics in all of their retro glory, now enhanced with modern features. So the games, we have Life Force, otherwise known as Salamander, Typhoon, or otherwise known as Ajax, Nemesis, or Gradius, Vulcan Venture, Gradius 2, Haunted Castle, Twin Bee, Scramble, and Thundercross. So these are the new Konami from Limited Run Anniversary Collection arcade classics. And in limited run fashion, they also sent 266 and 267, the cards, the Arcade Classics Anniversary Collection cards, with the limited run Series 3 on the back here. So we have those games. Next, we have games that I needed to just complete into my collection. Speaking of which, PS5 version of Demon's Souls, the remake. Experience the original Bruto challenge, completely remade from the ground up. Presented in stunning visual quality with enhanced performance, this is the world of Boletaria as you've never seen it before. Discover where the journey began, master the arts of sorcery and war, become the slayer of demons. So there's that. And we also have for the PS4 Assassin's Creed Mirage Deluxe Edition, which includes the game and additional content, includes the bonus quest The 40 Thieves, become the ultimate assassin, stealthily take down targets with visceral assassinations, uncover the secrets of 9th century Baghdad, discover a tightly crafted coming-of-age story, and it includes additional digital content, the deluxe pack, and the digital bonuses. So we have this as well. And then, lastly, you might have seen a video on this channel about this, but we got the, from Geeks Line, they make a lot of these books, the Virtual Boy and Game Boy Anthology. Let me zoom out here and see this. This is the Ultimate Edition. And it also came with a Game Boy game called Brick and Destroy, which, if I can reach around the camera I have here, I'll show you. Came with this. So, we'll zoom in on this here. So, for centuries, a benevolent artificial intelligence has looked over the peaceful lives of the people of Earth. But at the dawn of the 21st century, S40A, a dark force and powerful computer virus, has launched its bricks and guardian bolts for the sole purpose of conquering the planet. With the help of the Space Pad Destroy, Spaceballs, copyright Mel Brooks, and Power Capsules, you must save the free world from this alien dictatorship. So there's 20 levels, 4 bosses, and 8 power capsules. And Geeks Line created this game called Brick and Destroy for the Game Boy. So, this book has, well, I'll just read the back. I believe it should say, no, it's not. Okay, let me see if on the back of this it says anything. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So, right over here. Since its launch on April 21st, 1989, the Game Boy has left a profound mark on the history of video games. After the worldwide success of the Game & Watch and Famicom NES, Nintendo's hardware master Gunpei Yokoi utilized his experience by designing a simple machine with undeniable advantages. Thus, the Game Boy, with 118 million units sold worldwide, became the first console to successfully democratize video games among a wide and diverse public. 6 years later, the genius inventor leveraged this success by developing a brand new console called the Virtual Boy, with its bipod mount and red and black stereoscopic display. This would go on to become one of Nintendo's biggest failures. The Game Boy and Virtual Boy Anthology looks back on the epic and radically opposed destinies of these two machines throughout their respective histories. Worldwide game libraries, collector items, canceled games, hardware, and regional box art covers. This book pays tribute to the machines and men who followed Gunpei Yokoi's mantra of lateral thinking with withered technologies. So in this book, it shows every box art of every game for both systems. It shows European releases, Japanese-only releases, etc. And it has the history of how each system became what it was, etc. It's a giant book. And again, if you guys saw the unboxing of this on this channel, I go through pretty much a lot of it. And at first, I had pre-ordered the collector's edition, which came with the game. But they only sent me just the book in this here. And so I emailed them and explained the situation. And I didn't check my email. I thought they were screwing me over. But if I had checked my email in time, I would have seen that they had responded and apologized and sent me a brand new copy of the same book, but with the game as well included. So I'm happy for that to have happened. Hey guys, so there's one game that I forgot to put in here, so I'm doing an edit obviously, and we're showing it to you here. You may think, okay, well, this is La-Di-Da City, this is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance for the PS2. What's so special about this? Well, here's what I found out. There is a copy of Dead or Alive. It's a copy of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance I never knew existed. It has a special yellow circle on here, and it says, exclusive Immortal CD by Edema included. So this is something that I never knew existed. There's a variant of Deadly Alliance, separate from the collector's editions that came out for both the PS2 and the Xbox. Or no, excuse me, the collector's editions were Deception. Anyway, experience the lethal intensity of an all-new Mortal Kombat fighting system. Unleash your warrior's 3 unique fighting styles, including hand-to-hand and deadly weapon combat. Control hardcore, extremely realistic fighting and brutal new fatalities. Encounter more than 20 new and classic warriors, including Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, and Kenshi. DVD content, video game exclusive, Edema's Immortal music video, behind-the-scenes making of Deadly Alliance, and the history of Mortal Kombat. So I thought this was pretty interesting, and it's also pretty expensive. This is around $120. I found a copy for half that price, so I got lucky. But yeah, just a little piece of Mortal Kombat history in a variant that I never knew existed. Alright, we also have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice. And this is a, I think, tabletop game. So, let me move this around and show you guys what it's all about. So, the cooperative board game in the Assassin's Creed universe. Play through a story-driven campaign of 26 episodes in Venice, the heart of Italian Renaissance. Game Informer says, to both those who are in love with Assassin's Creed and the tactical infiltration board game enthusiasts, and the Dice Tower says, an amazing stealth game in every single way. So you choose your assassins according to their unique abilities, level up during the campaign and unlock new skills for each of them. Evade your pursuers by climbing on roofs and towers, then synchronize to reveal new game elements. Many surprises are awaiting, hidden in sealed envelopes, on cards, and in the campaign booklet. Meet Ezio Auditore and the many famous characters you've encountered in the Assassin's Creed video games, as well as unique ones created especially for this game. Stay incognito and fight thanks to the equipment found in chests or created by Leonardo da Vinci. Bribe your enemies to stay incognito. Use secret hiding spots to escape patrols. Activate mechanisms to change level layout. After each memory, use your headquarters to heal your wounds, grow your Brotherhood's fame, and craft special equipment. And then in the game contents, it says, 5 assassin high-quality plastic miniatures, 134 cardboard miniatures, 412 cards, 35 dividers, 41 tiles, 22 dice, 6 secret envelopes, 64 tokens, 67 plastic cubes, 70 plastic bases for cardboard miniatures, 5 red plastic bases, 4 assassin boards, 1 enemy board, 1 compass board, 1 headquarters board, 3 sticker sheets, 1 rulebook, and one campaign booklet. So you can go to triton-noir.com, and this looks like it was designed in Canada, but it was shipped in Michigan, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, this is another thing I got. This I didn't even know came out. I found it on Amazon and I picked it up. And then lastly, I think this is it. Is there anything else? No. From Jeremy Parrish, who is a YouTuber, and a very good one at that. He does a lot of retrospectives on pretty much all the games that ever came out for every major console. And I have a lot of his books, a lot of his videos he turned into actual books. And this is no exception. Here's another one. It's called SG-1000 Works, Sea Gaiden Volume 1. A comprehensive, unofficial retrospective look at every game released for Sega's first 8-bit console. So this is for the Master System, obviously. It looks like all of these are Japanese box cover arts, which is interesting. You'd figure he would have American copies as well, but right now it just looks like they're just the Japanese releases. At some point I'll open this and we'll do a video on this as well, and maybe some of his other works. But check out Jeremy Parrish. That's his YouTube handle. If you like a lot of video game history, check out everything he's done. He's very good at what he does. Very intelligent, very smart. And I faithfully watch. He releases a video every week pretty much. And I watch all of... He's done reviews, I think we're up to like 1989 on Nintendo, of all the games released. He also has done Game Boy. He's done, I think, Virtual Boy completely. And Sega Master System is what this is here. He has yet to do Super Nintendo. I think he has yet to do Sega Genesis. He has yet to do N64, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it's something neither here nor there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, this might be the last video for a while, till I can get this tooth situation completely done with. It sucks. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. This should have happened in November when it should have happened. Now we're 2 months later, and the deterioration of that other tooth, the regular tooth, is what's really pissing me off. It might be a situation where I have to have that one removed as well, and if that's the case, I'm just going to have to get put a new tooth in. If it was in the back, I wouldn't care as much. You can't really see that. But if it is in the front, I talk for a living, not YouTube. I talk in sales for a living. I can't have a missing tooth there. That's not going to be copacetic. So, thank you guys so much. Please don't forget about this channel. I will upload when I can, when I'm healthy enough to do so with the mouth. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for getting us to 1,000 subs. Share the videos with your friends, whoever. And thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you when we see you. Bye, guys.